You know what's wild? The difference between people who live ordinary lives and people who live extraordinary lives, it's not talent, it's not luck, it's not hard work, it's this. They have different daily habits. So, what I've seen is that people who live in what I call the miracle zone, where synchronicities just show up and doors open and life feels really magical, well, they've cracked the code on something that's pretty simple. They don't wait for miracles to happen, they actually create the conditions for miracles to happen for them. And so today I'm going to share with you how you can do that with 3 simple daily habits that shift you from just surviving to deeply thriving every day. Now, we have been taught the big lie of big moments. We think that miracles happen in these big dramatic moments. You know, the phone call that comes in that changes everything, or the lottery ticket, or the chance encounter, the breakthrough that just comes out of nowhere. But here's what I've learned after decades of studying how miracles work. They don't just happen because of those big moments. They happen because of the small moments. Every miracle starts with a shift in a mindset. Every breakthrough begins with a practice. So what I know is that the extraordinary life is built on ordinary moments that are done over and over again with clear intention. The people who are living in the miracle zone aren't lucky, they are committed. Every day they practice a few habits that help them create the conditions for more miracles to just show up. And the beautiful thing about this is you can start doing this today. But first, if you are enjoying this video, make sure to click subscribe and turn on all the notifications. I put out new videos all the time that help you live a more miraculous life, and I don't want you to miss out on any of them. So here's the first habit. Ask the love question. Every day, in fact, multiple times through your day, ask yourself this question. What's the most loving thing I can do for myself right now? You can write it on a Post-it, you can put it on your computer or your mirror or your car dashboard. Make it so that it's impossible to forget this question. Write it everywhere. What's the most loving thing I can do for myself right now? You know, you may constantly be the kind of person that's thinking about everybody else and giving to everybody else, and you might be neglecting yourself. And when you do that, your energy just gets depleted, and depleted energy cannot magnetize miracles. So the answer might be just, what can I do that's loving? I can call a friend, I can stretch, I can look out at something beautiful outside, I can close my eyes for a couple of minutes. It doesn't need to take a long time. With every little act of self-love, of loving yourself, you show yourself that you're worthy, that it matters. So it doesn't matter what that thing is that you're doing. What matters is that you're paying attention. You're stopping, you're tuning in, you're choosing love over neglect. And that simple act trains you to nourish yourself consistently, which keeps your energy clear and available for the miracles. So that's habit number 1. Habit number 2 is master your prime time. Your brain has 2 phenomenal windows every single day to be really nurturing your miracles. And the first is the few minutes when you wake up, and the last is the few minutes before you go to sleep. And during those times, your brain transitions through alpha and theta waves, and it's slower frequencies that make you more receptive and less resistant. Your mind, the critical mind, tends to quiet down, and your subconscious is more open. And this is when your intentions and your imaginings, your visualizings really have energy to stick. So here's what I suggest you do with those golden moments. In the morning when you wake up, before you go check your phone or get on your computer, spend a few minutes in gratitude. Visualize yourself walking through the day and imagine yourself in the flow and focusing on what's really important to you, and feel grateful. And then at night, as you're falling asleep, replay the great moments from the day. Just savor those moments. And again, feel gratitude. When you do this, you're rewiring your brain to look for what was good that happened during the day. And what you put your attention on grows stronger in your life, so you're attracting even more good to you. And when you master your prime time, those first few minutes in the morning and those last few minutes at night, you program your subconscious when it's most receptive. This isn't just spiritual practice. This is actually based in brain science. So try that simple habit. And then the third habit is to take Kaizen steps. Every single day, take one measurable step towards your desired intention, the miracle that's in your heart, and make that a baby step. So in Japan, there's a concept called Kaizen, which means continuous improvement. And it's the art of getting where you want to go through small, consistent steps rather than huge leaps. Your brain actually views big changes as threatening. So you don't want to be programming these huge changes. Small changes, they fly under the fear's radar. That's how it is that these baby steps can work. They build momentum without triggering your resistance, your fear, your threat that happens through thinking about it being big. It's like the person who writes a paragraph a day builds momentum each day to ultimately finish their book. But the person who tries to get it all done in a weekend, it's a lot harder. So making a connection every day helps really build up your whole momentum for those miracles. Baby steps, they're not slow, they're sustainable. And it's sustainable change that actually lasts. So here's what I invite you to do. I just shared with you 3 habits. Choose one of those 3 habits and commit to it for the next week. Just one of them. That's the idea of Kaizen. You start with a small, consistent baby step and pick the one that feels most doable or most needed by you right now. And notice what happens after you pick that habit and you shift it for 1 week. You don't have to overhaul your entire life to live in the miracle zone. You just need to be intentional about these small moments that make up your days. So either ask yourself the love question. What's the most loving thing I could do for myself right now? Or master your prime time, the 2 minutes when you wake up and the 2 minutes before you go to sleep. Or take your Kaizen step, a baby step every day towards your intention. So let me know in the comments which baby step you're going to take. And I just want to end with the idea that the question isn't whether or not miracles are available. The question is really, are you preparing the space to let them arrive? So I send you my love and have fun with that this week.